Hey everybody, welcome to this quick walkthrough of the RBP reports module in CodeBot for SAP SuccessFactors. This is just going to be a very quick overview on how to generate that report. And it all starts by making sure that you have a role-based permissions workbook ready. So let's go over to this role-based permissions module and make sure that our workbook is available. So our most up-to-date workbook is in the third quarter 2023. We'll open up that workspace and you can see I've got a couple different workbooks that are complete and ready to go from 391 and from our T1 instances. And I can open up those workbooks. And in this case, yes, they do. They're ready to go. So what we'll do now is go back to our platform and find RBP reports. And what we're going to do is create an iteration for this. So I'll say add new iteration up in this corner. And our iteration number, let's go with 3. I think we've got 2 other iterations in this workspace. We're going to also put them in the third quarter 2023 workspace. And now you can see that those workbooks that I have generated before, those are available now for me to select. And we'll run this report off of our 391 instance here. And I'll say 391 RBP report and submit the form. Now, when I've submitted this form, what this is going to do is create, kind of like in robotic testing, 2 different workbooks for us to take a look at. When I click into the workspace, we now have a connected sheet and a robotic sheet. The connected sheet is just going to be the exact same sheet that we pointed to before. So you can see I've got the same workbook open. This is just the completed workbook that we generated from RBP. But then the RBP reports robotic sheet, that's going to be empty. So there's no data in that yet. But what we're going to do is kind of show the process of getting that started. With those familiar with our robotic testing, it works in a very similar sequence. You generate the iteration, and then in order to populate configuration data into the robotic sheet, what we need to do is go to the hamburger menu and select prepare sheet. And again, what prepare sheet is going to do is go into both that connected sheet and that instance and make sure to run this audit for you. So you can select all, and then this is the same execution window as any other CodeBot report. I enter the password and an execution node. I'll just say start and then confirm and start. Over time, what this is going to do is the bots are logging in and they're generating that report. I've already generated this report for my other instance here, this T1 instance. So let's take a look at the complete logs here. Using the eye icon, we can see that the audit by country is completed, and down below, this audit took 10 hours and 18 minutes for us to prepare this sheet initially, and it prepared all aspects of this sheet. You can see up to 152 pages in SuccessFactors. But this is a really valuable report. When I go back to my workspace, I can open up the robotic sheet, and this will have the access to my robotic sheet report, basically. So starting with groups audit, here I get all the group names and each of the users within that group name, as well as some additional information. RBP roles audit, this is every role name, what groups that role is involved in, the first names and last names of users there, as well as stuff like country and location. And then RBP roles audit by country, that can be organized using the RBP config tab. So the RBP config tab is where you can kind of filter out aspects of what you want the workbook to generate. In this case, RBP config, we've copied and pasted some roles to run on the audit and asked it to only look at this role, Employee Central effective date, as well as with these roles, as well as in this country. And then that produces this report that shows these users have access to what we've set up in these filters for RBP config. So this has been a very highly anticipated module for our customers looking to run role-based permissions. Reach out to us if you have questions. We can help you through your specific use case. If there's a specific audit that you run involving role-based permissions, we can help you kind of set up that RBP config tab, this first tab, to make sure that you're pulling the audit and report that's most meaningful to you. Otherwise, the whole reports are available in these two tabs here, this RBP Groups Audit and RBP Roles Audit. Thank you so much for watching. Please reach out to us via intercom or email if you have any questions, and have a good day.